HMS Sapphire was a Topaze-class protected cruiser built for the Royal Navy in the first decade of the 20th century. She saw active service in World War I and was sold for scrap in 1921. Design and description. Rated as third-class cruisers, the Topaze-class ships had a length between perpendiculars of 360 feet, a beam of 40 feet and a draft of 16 feet. They displaced 3,000 long tons and their crew consisted of 313 officers and other ranks. Sapphire was fitted with a pair of four-cylinder vertical triple-expansion steam engines, each driving one shaft, using steam provided by 10 water tube boilers. The engines were designed to produce a total of 9,800 indicated horsepower, which was intended to give a maximum speed of 21.75 knots. They carried a maximum of 700 long tons of coal, which gave them a range of 7,000 nautical miles at 10 knots and 2,000 nautical miles at 20 knots. The main armament of the Topaze-class consisted of a dozen quick-firing 4-inch guns. One gun each was mounted on the forecastle and the quarterdeck. The remaining 10 guns were placed port and starboard amidships. They also carried 8 QF 3-pounder Hotchkiss guns and 2 above-water 18-inch torpedo tubes. The ship's protective deck armor ranged in thickness from 75 to 2 inches. The main guns were fitted with 1-inch gun shields and the conning tower had armor 3 inches thick. Construction. She was laid down in January 1904 at Palmer's in the Jarrow shipyard, launched on the 17th of March 1904 and completed in February 1905. World War I Sapphire was commissioned on the 2nd of July 1914 at Chatham Dock, Kent, before moving out into Kethole Reach in the estuary of the Medway. On the 16th of July, Sapphire set sail from Sheerness Docks, Kent, for Spithead, Hampshire, where she took part in the Royal Fleet Review on the 20th of July. On the 8th of January 1918, Sapphire arrived at Aden where Commander W.F. Sells joined from HMS Minto and took over command. Sapphire was sold for scrap on the 9th of May 1921. Bibliography. Chesno, Roger and Amp. Kolesnik, Eugene M. eds. Conway's All the World's Fighting Ships 1860 to 1905. Greenwich. Conway Maritime Press. ISBN 0831703024. Corbett, Julian. Naval Operations to the Battle of the Falklands. History of the Great War. Based on official documents I. London and Nashville, Tennessee. Imperial War Museum and Battery Press. ISBN 0898392556-X. Friedman, Norman. British Cruisers of the Victorian Era. Barnsley, South Yorkshire, UK. Seaforth. ISBN 9781591140689. Friedman, Norman. Naval Weapons of World War I. Barnsley, South Yorkshire, UK. Seaforth. ISBN 978184832-107. Gardner, Robert and Amp. Gray, Randall eds. Conway's All the World's Fighting Ships, 1906 to 1921. Annapolis, Maryland, Naval Institute Press. ISBN 0851772455-5.